Kareem Ghajji against Yuri Bessmertny. This is going to be one awesome rematch between two great kickboxers.
And now, set to make his way down to the ring, presenting Yuri Bessmertny.
Yuri Bessmertny has been an outstanding kickboxer for a long time. He has great power. He's very unpredictable in his attacks, and that's what makes him so hard to work against. He throws really short, crisp shots and goes to the body like most kickboxers don't like to do. He will put pressure on you, he will come after you, and he will try to knock your block off. He has had some big wins. One of his biggest wins was against one of the greatest kickboxers as far as the brother of Giorgio Petrosian, Artem Petrosian. He knocked Artem out in the very first round. This is a guy that can put anyone on their butt.
And now, set to make his way down to the ring, presenting Kareem Ghajji.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see
The first ever Bellator kickboxing world champion. The first two-time Bellator kickboxing world champion, 10-time world kickboxing champion, and he wants his belt back. And he wants it back badly. His loss in San Jose to Raymond Daniels, the dock stoppage, is what cost him his title. He would love to fight him again. And speaking of rematches, John, this fight is a rematch, one that took place in France 5 years and 5 months ago at middleweight.
At middleweight, but I'll tell you, both these guys, and I have been in the ring many times with Kareem Ghajji. He has got the full package. His hands are powerful, his kicks are powerful, his knees are powerful. He is a dynamic fighter, and that is why tonight, Mike, if he beats Yuri, this will be his 100th win.
That is a great accomplishment. Tonight, his 115th professional fight. The former champion, fighting out of France, Kareem Ghajji. Our tail of the tape for this battle at 169 pounds. The Belarusian with 41 career wins, 6 years younger than the former two-time champion.
Yeah, you can see the real difference is the age and the amount of fights they've had. But both of these guys are great.
They absolutely are. This is the rematch. We are set. And here is Buddy Johnson.
Bellator Kickboxing, now set inside the ring for a contracted weight contest. 3 3-minute rounds at 78 kilograms. Now we introduce first the blue corner. He stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed in at 168.9 pounds or 76.6 kilograms. A professional record, 44 career wins, 19 defeats, 2 draws. Fighting out of Minsk, Belarus, presenting Yuri Bessmertny. His opponent in the red corner, standing 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighed in at 168.1 pounds or 76.7 kilograms. a career 99 victories, 15 defeats to a single draw, fighting out of Monaco by way of Meaux, France, presenting Karim Ghajji. When the action begins, your referee in charge, Stefano Valenti.
Stefano Valenti, our referee.
Inside goal, right? Not goals, not out, right? Touch if you want.
Yuri Bessmertny making his Bellator kickboxing debut.
Fight!
Sixth Bellator kickboxing match for that man who threw the quick kick in the red gloves, the former champion Karim Ghajji.
And it's one of the things that when you said it, you know, quick kick. One of the differences that you're going to see in both fighters is Karim Ghajji absolutely holds the advantage when it comes to speed. Sometimes speed is what kills.
Very explosive, fast with those kicks, as you told me, John. Big power, and he likes to set traps, and he's great with counters.
He is, and you know, Bessmertny's got the power. He's got heavy shots, and if he hits you with either hand, he can put you down. But it's the speed of Karim Ghajji that is going to be the difference, in my opinion, in this fight. It's very hard to deal with a guy that's just faster than you.
Bessmertny means immortal in Belarusian.
Yeah, his real name's Gorbachev. What's wrong with Gorbachev? I like Gorbachev.
I've heard that name before.
Hey!
Began his training at age 11 as a kickboxer. Karim Ghajji breakdancing or b-boying at age 12 as well as karate. And he still performs with a little b-boying and breakdancing. He's just an incredible athlete and a great guy to talk to and spend time with. And he did say, and I quote, "I want my rematch with Raymond Daniels."
Oh, he does. You know, I did that fight with him and Raymond, and he got hit with an explosive switch knee by Raymond Daniels. Raymond jumped in, switch kneed, hit him square, and created a cut that went straight up and down, right over his eyelid, right by his eye. It was a huge cut, and the doctor stopped it. And those are the types of cuts that doctors will stop. It crosses multiple structures of muscular, and it's hard for them to stitch together without affecting the way your eyelid works. But he feels that if that fight could have gone to 5 rounds, he was going to take out Ray Daniels.
Said he left himself too wide open, and thus the title was no longer his. Nice jab by Ghajji. 41 career wins for the Prince, born and raised in Minsk, Belarus. Nicely done.
Starting to open up a little bit more. The one thing I would want to see out of Yuri has a good jab. He needs to establish that jab to keep Karim from opening up like he can with a lot of spinning techniques that make him incredibly dangerous.
Nicely done right there.
Beautiful.
And Yuri did talk about that this fight was going to be at a different weight class. He pointed that out to us, that the last battle many years ago was at middleweight.
Yep.
Nearly 2,000 days ago. Fast hands by Bessmertny.
Bessmertny he felt that he won that match. I went and watched it. I didn't think he won the match, but when you're inside, a lot of times you don't see how things are going about.
And when you're the guy watching it, and you can watch it 100 times and still think you won.
Yeah, that's it.
It's called being biased.
Here's the kick, catches it, switches that leg off. Look at that beautiful kick to the back of the hamstring. Mike, I'm telling you, when you get hit to that leg, because you're not prepared for it, you're not tight, he catches your leg and then hits you to that hamstring, it hurts.
A lot of fans, and of course, kickboxing has been around, Muay Thai's been around for decades, John, but a lot of fans see these kicks in MMA and we talk about how powerful they are. Well, when you have guys like a Karim Ghajji or even a Yuri Bessmertny who work on that every single day, and that turn of the hip and that snap and that whip,
you're right.
the snap in the whip.
Yeah, it was
just so vicious.
There are guys out, you know, Boss Rutan is one of the guys that really switched over from kickboxing to MMA. and it was the snap that he had on his kicks, how he could snap his hip, that guys were not prepared for in MMA, and that made him so successful in his career. Now we're seeing a lot of guys that, look at, they do everything well. But you watch these guys kicking, these are hard kicks, these are powerful kicks, and they definitely do damage in the fight.
Lead with the hips, and the leg follows. And it is like a whip. You're whipping it. Stephen Thompson is a great example.
Exactly. Stephen Thompson uses it in a little bit different way. You know, he's got that Raymond Daniels karate style, which is different than what you're seeing with these two guys in here. The karate style is a little bit different, a little bit lighter. When these guys are throwing, it's a heavy, heavy blow.
And we will see Raymond Daniels next here from Genoa, RDS Stadium. Mike Goldberg, Big John McCarthy. Bellator kickboxing in Italy once again. Nice knee.
Nice knee after a right hand, and that right hand, if he continues to bring that, it's going to give Kareem problems.
No holding, no holding. Hey!
Whenever I think of kicks, I guess the better comparison, you know, now that you talked about Raymond and obviously Stephen Thompson, would be Jose Aldo. You know, stepping in soccer style, and the damage that he did to the legs of Uriah Faber. That was simply a tough one to call.
Oh, you know, when you are close and you hear it, you see it, and then you see the result of it. Jose Aldo had some of the best leg kicks of any MMA fighter we have ever had. And you can go back to many of his opponents and the damage they took by the leg kicks, and it's the speed of which Jose Aldo throws that kick. You don't see it, and it lands hard, and it's an experience that you have got to feel. I had one time I was with Anderson Silva and Evander Holyfield, heavyweight champion of the world, and he goes, "How hard does he kick?" And I go, "He kicks really hard." And I gave him a little touch, and he looked at me and he said, "Don't ever do that again." I said, "I won't."
Good round two, back and forth. Prince doing a good job against the former champ.
Really like the aggression and the straight shots that I'm seeing out of Yuri. Ghajji starting to come back, though. He's starting to turn it on.
Kareem said, "I need a big performance in this fight tonight. Set up my rematch with Raymond Daniels."
No holding.
Oh,
Nice
good right
combination.
hand.
And that quick snap with the left.
Look at that nice uppercut inside by Yuri Bessmertny. He's been the guy that's landing the cleaner, straight shots in the second round. That's the difference. I believe that Kareem got that first round barely, but I think that Yuri definitely took the second, and it's a question of who's going to be able to carry that on and take this third round to win this fight.
John, interesting to note, because you were talking about the overall experience and fights. 134 combined professional and amateur fights for Bessmertny.
Yeah, you look at he amassed 72 amateur fights.
That's crazy.
Going 64-8. This is a guy that has a ton of experience.
You don't think somebody, at one point, didn't anybody say, you know what, you might want to turn professional?
You might want to go pro. We're tired of seeing it.
Yep.
Oh, some
Third
good shots in
round,
here.
it starts out good.
Yep, both guys landing solid shots, but I honestly believe Kareem got the best of that in those exchanges.
So are we looking at a 1-1 going into the final 3 minutes?
In my opinion, this is anybody's fight to take, and I think both guys feel that way. That's why you saw the exchanges at the beginning of the third round.
Kareem Ghajji said that Yuri is unpredictable, he's dangerous. But Ghajji also, of course, said, "I have changed a lot since that first fight 5.5 years ago." Of course, Yuri could say the same.
One of the things I talked about in the beginning is Yuri likes to go to the body. He'll change levels, throw a jab straight to the body. He'll come to the body a lot. A lot of kickboxers don't because they feel like, oh, it's not going to affect the guy in the fight. It will always affect you. You get hit by a good body shot, it will affect you, it will take gas, and it will slow down any offense that you decide you want to try.
It's like taking the desk lamp and unplugging it.
Exactly.
Heavy kick.
No warning. Stop.
Midway point of the third and final round. Unless we get ourselves a situation where it's a draw, and then in non-title fights here in Bellator kickboxing, we do have a sudden victory round.
Love those sudden victory rounds.
Flying knee. Oh, and knocked out.
Yes, it was. That's what happens when you open yourself up for those spectacular techniques. And look at, when we talk about judging, spectacular techniques are important in Bellator kickboxing for the judges. But you're opening yourself up, and one clean shot by Yuri just put him on his butt.
And that puts Kareem on the scorecards in a bad situation.
Yes, it does. Kareem in the next 45 seconds needs to be looking to put Yuri Bessmertny on his butt to even this up.
And it was the counter that scored for the Prince out of Belarus.
Nice job of hiding that right kick behind the hands.
Under 30 seconds now. First fight was a unanimous decision win for Ghajji.
Yuri's landing a good uppercut in there.
Okay, last time. No more. Fight.
If you catch the leg, you have 1 second to be offensive, or you must let the leg go. That's why he's being chastised by the referee.
Don't push. Relax. Fight.
Relax, I got about 8 seconds to try to win this. Huge knockdown in round 3, scored by Yuri Bessmertny.
Take care.
Take a look at these inside shots, his leg kick up high. It was the inside fighting, and especially going to the body at times by Yuri Bessmertny, that really changed the course of this fight. That's what's set up. When you're getting hit to the body, you have to adjust. That was the flying technique, but there's the right hand that came over the top that put Kareem on his butt. That might be the big change of the fight.
It was scored a knockdown.
When you're looking at the scoring of the fight, knockdowns are #1 when it comes to Bellator kickboxing. Damaging blows and spectacular fashion is your next, and then volume.
Let's see who will get their arm raised with the official decision. Buddy Johnson.
This contest goes the distance, 3 rounds. And we go to ringside for the decision. Judge Terd Anderson scores the bout 30-26. Brian Miner and Dan Mergliotta scores the bout 29-27, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Yuri Bessmertny.
Huge win for Yuri Bessmertny. Victorious in the rematch, and Gadget Boy Kareem Ghajji stays at 99 career wins. Said it was anybody's fight partner going into the third.
I think we had the same thing happen the last time we had a guy that could win 100, that John Wayne Parr. He missed it too, and it's like, dang, you want him to get that 100th win, but I give nothing but credit to Yuri Bessmertny. That was a great fight, and he deserved that win.
All right, now it's 1-1. Let's do it again sometime.
There you go. That's why we have a thing called trilogies.
That is exactly it.